Hey, welcome into Central Wyoming College for men's Region 9 basketball between the Gillette Pronghorns checking in at 9-11 on the season, 2-3 in Region 9, taking on a Rustler team that is 8-12, also 2-3 in Region 9 play. The Pronghorns have lost their last two. Central has won their last one as they defeated Northwest College here on Saturday evening. Good evening, I'm John Gabrielson. Thanks for tuning in on RustlerAthletics.com. We just watched a wild women's game in which Central would win 92-78 and improve their record to 4-2. CWC picked up their first win of the basketball season in women's play as they knocked off Casper 78-67. That puts three teams with only two losses. Well, only Gillette and Central with two losses, one loss for Northwest College right now at the top of the women's standings. As we get probably at the halfway mark, you would call it here, even though Central has not played Western once yet, and this will be the second time that they have played the Gillette Pronghorns. Again, I'm John Gabrielson. Thanks for tuning in. The Central Rustlers, under the direction of head coach Pat Rafferty. He is in his second stint, his second year, his fifth overall of his coaching tenure at Central. They beat Northwest at home by 14 they beat Northwest last weekend after being down by 14, and they'll be on the road for the next two games and then back home again on Valentine's Day. The Pronghorns lost by 30 to league frontrunner and probably, in my estimation, the leading team in Region 9 North basketball. Best team there is CWC. They beat the Pronghorns by 30 on Wednesday night in Cheyenne. Gillette will be back home on Saturday, entertaining Western Wyoming at Latke Arena at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. This is the 28th meeting between these two teams. Gillette leads the series 18-9. Gillette has won the last two. They have not. They've split the last two. Gillette has won 6 of the last 10. They split the last two, Gillette winning at home in overtime on the 17th of January. Central beating the Pronghorns last year. They were 29-4, and one of those losses was right here on this floor to Central Wyoming College when they were nationally ranked last year. Sean Neary in his 12th season as the head coach of the Pronghorns. And if I'm not mistaken, I was going to ask Liz Lewis this and I forgot, but are they the only two coaches that Gillette has had, either previous to being under the Sheridan College umbrella and then being the head coaches of the Gillette College that is now under their own jurisdiction and not under Sheridan's umbrella after they cut athletics? I don't know. That's a question. We'll figure that out as we go along here a little bit later. Again, the CWC ladies 92-78. Coming up at halftime, we'll have a interview with Julian Orband, as he is one of the 4 sophomores on this team. We'll highlight each of the 4 sophomores over the course of the next 3 games. We'll have to do 2 sophomores a little bit later in the season, but again, tonight we'll have Julian Ormond on at halftime, so you'll want to catch that halftime interview. We'll also have interviews with a couple of CWC women's players after their big win earlier tonight as well. Beautiful day in Fremont County. Once again, temperatures were up in the 50s in the Fahrenheit range of things, not close to the Australian temperatures in the hundreds on the Fahrenheit scale, but hey, we'll take it for the the 4th day of February. I saw CWC grounds crew working in their t-shirts outside today, which is unheard of on the 4th day of February, in fact, as well. So appreciate you tuning in on RustlerAthletics.com, and we will take a break. We'll come back, and we will get the pregame show with some starting lineups. We'll do that next. This is Rustler Basketball on Rustler Media.
Porter's Mountain View Supply, your local experts in fire and water. We got everything you need for new installs to accessories, and don't forget our great selection of stoves, grills, and spas. We've been serving Wyoming for over 40 years, so you know you can trust us for quality products and expert service. Visit portersmvs.com or stop by our Riverton or Casper locations today. Porter's Mountain View Supply, located on 750 East Sunset Drive in Riverton.
Welcome to Bailey Tire and Auto Service, your local tire and auto repair specialist in Riverton and Lander. Say no to endless online tire listings and experience the convenience of local service. With unbeatable prices and top quality tires, we're here to change the game. Quality service and expert staff ensure you always get the right fit for your car. Choose local, choose Bailey Tire and Auto, where your satisfaction hits the road.
Welcome to Fremont Chevrolet GMC Riverton, where we exceed your expectations and deliver the best service possible. Located on Federal in Riverton, we're here to make local car shopping fun again. Explore our wide selection of new and used Chevrolet and GMC vehicles. As truck and trailering experts, we offer a variety of options tailored to your needs. Experience exceptional customer service and competitive prices. Visit our website at FremontChevyGMCRiverton.com to find your next vehicle today.
Let's take a look at your starting lineups in this basketball game, and we'll go here to look at your CWC Rustlers, and I just want to make sure I'm on the right page. I am. Let's go. How about 5'10" sophomore Cam Gully out of El Paso, Texas, averages 5 points, 3 rebounds per ball game. Cam, the point guard, wears number 0. Out of Hobart, Tasmania, the 6'2" sophomore is Jordan Peel. Sometimes goes by Poole when I say his name incorrectly. So I haven't done that in a while, knock on wood, so we'll keep it that way. 13 points, 5 rebounds for JP. His high this year is 27. He scored 10 against Gillette the first time around. 6'3" freshman from Hamilton, Montana, wearing number 11 is Tyler Jetty. Tyler averaging 8 points, 3 rebounds. He scored 10 at Gillette as well when they played the first time. Number 13, a 6'5" sophomore from Casper Natrona High School in Casper, Wyoming, is Isaac Paddock. 9 points, 6 rebounds for Isaac. He had 6 rebounds against Northwest in the win. And the 6'6" freshman from Australia is Daniel Smith. He averages 15 points a game regular, but he's averaging 20 points and 7 rebounds in conference play. Has a season high of 28 that he scored against LCCC Daniel Smith. It will be Gully, Peel, Jetty, Paddock, and Smith, the 5 that start for the Rustlers here today against the Pronghorns of Gillette. They will start like this under Sean Neary and Sayed out of Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. 6'5" sophomore is 5th in Region 9 in scoring. He wears number 2. Averaging 17 points a game, scored 12 against CWC the first time. He was held to just 4 against LCCC on Saturday, and he also, where am I at? He's the only returning starter from this team last year that finished 29-4 for the back-to-back Region 9 champions. Coach Neary says we've got work to do if we're going to win a third one. They also have, make sure I get the right sheet here real quick, as I had these phonetically. Jabe Bathily is out of New York, New York. He is a 6'9" freshman, averages 7 points, 6 rebounds a game. 4th in Region 9 in blocks. He had 7 the first time they played Central. Rashad McCormick out of Cornelius, North Carolina, a 6'6" sophomore, averages 20, scored 24 against Central the first time. His season high is 41. Number 5, Rashad McCormick. Look for him to fill it up. Also starting here tonight is Jaden Smith. He is out of Laramie, Wyoming, 6'1" freshman, 11 points, 4 rebounds, scored 10 against CWC. And Jada Bolak, 6'7" freshman out of Medicine Hat, Alberta, Canada, has not scored in the last 2 games. He averages 6 points. He averages 6 rebounds, which is 4th in Region 9. And it will be Syed, Bathily, McCormick, Smith, and Bolak. Let's go downstairs for your starting lineups.
Horns and your Central Wyoming College Rustlers. Before we announce our starters, let me ask all fans in attendance to please be respectful of our referees and cheer hard for your team. Thank you. Now, starters for Gillette College. Number 2 is 6'5" sophomore, Sayed. 6'9" freshman, number 4, Daya Bathily. The 6'6" sophomore, number 5, Rashad McCormick. 6'1" freshman, number 11, Jaden Smith. And a 6'7" freshman, number 32, Jada Bullock. Gillette's head coach by Sean Neary. Now for your wrestlers. 5'10" sophomore from El Paso, Texas, number 0, Cameron Goalie. 6'2" sophomore from Hobart, Tasmania, number 2, Jordan Pio. 6'3" freshman from Hamilton, Montana, number 11, Tyler Jett. A 6'5" sophomore from Casper, Wyoming, number 13, Isaac Paddock. And a 6'6" freshman from Okapanarka, Australia, number 3, Daniel Smith. Wrestlers are head coached by Pat Rafferty.
Central ladies victorious a bit ago with a 92-78 win. Now the men trying to make it another Region 9 sweep as Bullock will step into the midcourt circle and win the toss. And the Pronghorns will take it against the Rustler man-to-man. Pronghorns in their road black numbers outlined in white. Gillette in that Columbia sky blue trim. Central in their home whites, orange numbers, black trim, and the Pronghorns are going to throw it away on their first possession. Turnover number 1. Team averages 15 turnovers. Central averages 16 turnovers. Sayed is 5th in Region 9 in scoring. How about this? TJ Coulter is 2nd in scoring in the nation. He's also leading Region 9 as well. 2nd in the nation, TJ Coulter from LCCC. Central working against a man-to-man defense by the Pronghorns. Gully had 14 shooting 3 threes last week. Peel gets open, his triple misses, and Bethily the rebound. Played a minute of basketball. Spin. Sayed missed it. Gully the board. Here come the Rustlers on the run. Oh, right side Paddock running the floor. Lays it off glass and in. Nice dish. Nice basket. Central on the board first. And a travel violation by Bethily just inside midcourt. It's going to be a turnover. Ali Tapo from Mali is checking into the ball game. He is a 6'7" freshman, wears number 24 for the Pronghorns. I've been given the green light to say Daniel Smith is from Adelaide, Australia, so I don't know why it only has Australia on his roster and not a hometown, but it'll be Adelaide from the heads up from our great fan base on RustlerAthletics.com and CWC Rustlers on YouTube. Jetty, baseline, high arcing floater. He got his own rebound, lost the handle, and gathers it back in. These teams went overtime in Gillette, won by Gillette. Central had chances to win it with some free throws down the stretch, and then Gillette hits a three-pointer from about where the near side ref is standing, kind of just in beside the NJCAA logo and the three-point area, that would send the game to overtime, and then Gillette would win it in overtime. After Central of the lead much of the game, much like Eastern Wyoming not long after that. 6 to shoot. Gully with 3, Smith with 2 up top. Paddock's got to hoist a 3 and he gets it. How about that start for Isaac Paddock? And Central out to a 5-0 lead. Isaac's out to a 5-0 lead. Into the game is Joe Sawyer, 6'3" freshman out of Cheyenne. Sawyer with 4 to shoot, can't get it to drop. Gully goes high for the rebound. It gets knocked to the floor by Topo. And great possession, Coach Rafferty telling his players as they pushed it to the limit on the shot clock and then got a defensive rebound out of it. 5-0 our score. 3 minutes gone by first half. We got our scoreboard working this week as well. Put in some extra hours. And I mean hours. It took us 3 days. No, I'm kidding. We got it taken care of, I believe, on Monday. Gully back to Jetty at midcourt. Jetty's going to have to hoist from midcourt, and it misses everything. Central turning it over on a shot clock violation. Moses Blackwell from Detroit, Michigan, a 5'8" freshman, checking into the contest for the Pronghorns. Gillette 0 for 2, Central 2 for 5 early on. Central with a 5-0 lead. Approaching the first media timeout. Smith knocks it away, taken away by Gully. Paddock gonna lean in, and he missed it. Pushed back by Peel, that's no good. And the rebound taken away, Topo. Boy, 2 good looks, Central misses both. Smith got it and one. Jaden Smith of Laramie High School, playing with Neil Summers, who is on this UW basketball squad, but has not played, I don't believe, this year. Former teammates. The and one, foul, by the way, goes against Cam Gully, his first free throw. Counts. 5-3 the score. Peel to Gully. Cam had 3 threes Saturday. Smith, right hand hook, missed it. Smith goes up for the rebound. Here come the Pronghorns. Media timeout number 1 coming. And Christian Kranz from Hermosa Beach, California, going to check in on that media timeout. McCormick lost the handle. Third, actually fourth turnover of the game on the Pronghorns. And Isaac Paddock is out to a start. He's got 7 early on. Isaac 7, Smith 3. Couple of Wyoming products battling it out right now. Good defense, Daniel Smith, and a good rebound, Tyler Jetty. Minute past that media timeout break. Peel using Isaac as a smokescreen, finally gives up the basketball. Jetty up top to Gully with 7. Peel steps back, 3 on the way, left well short. Second shot clock violation by Central, and immediate timeout. 14:44 left. Isaac 7. Jaden Smith of Laramie 3. We'll be back after this break. This is Rustler Basketball from Rustler Athletics.
Fremont Therapy Group has been a proud supporter of Wyoming athletes for over 25 years, providing highly trained clinicians to treat athletes and their families one-on-one. Locally owned by therapists, Fremont values commitment to professionalism, expertise, and community. Our services include hand therapy, orthopedic therapy, pre- and post-rehab, and aquatic therapy, and more. Set up an appointment today in Lander, Riverton, Green River, Rock Springs, Saratoga, or Rollins. FremontTherapyGroup.com.
Ding dong.
Mountain Dude?
The mountain is calling.
Give me a mountain, lots to do. Give me the sunshine, give me a dream. Give me something simple and true. All I need is sunshine and that cool, refreshing mountain dew. Yeah, give me the sunshine, give me the dew.
Give a shout out to Daniel Smith's grandparents, Barry and Pauline Smith from Adelaide. A lot of fam watching on the Rustlers YouTube page. Christian Kranz has checked into the ball game. He's a 6-foot freshman. Sawyer, who is a Wyoming product, has it back and scores over good defense by Jetty, just better offense by Joe Sawyer out of Cheyenne. His uncle, former Wyoming Cowboys standout Greg Sawyer, if you remember that name, for the Wyoming Cowboys a while back. Smith in traffic, finds Peel. Paddock back to Daniel. He'll put up a floater over the top of Moloch, over the top of Topo, and he'll score. First 2 points of the game for Daniel Smith. Pretty jealous, talking about how warm it is here, but someone earlier today was out paddling in the ocean with whales and dolphins. Sounds like a good afternoon. Peel on the run. Daniel wide open for 3, off the mark. McCormick the rebound. So, how did you spend your birthday? Oh, he's out of bounds. Blackwell is out of bounds. I spent my birthday working 15 hours and broadcasting a couple of basketball games when other people are out there paddleboarding with dolphins and whales. Do I sound bitter? 13:20 left to play. First half, 9-5 Central. Paddock. McCormick all over him, fights him off. And Paddock is going to be fouled. Coming over to help was Bollock. And he will commit the foul. And it's going to be on the floor. They were going to shoot, but I do believe that was on the floor, and it is. Central with another basket. And it's an 11-5 basketball game. Daniel Smith has 4 points. Give the assist, by the way, to Christian Kranz on that. Central led almost the entire way last time they played as Sawyer's triple is off the mark. Kranz the board, and here come the Rustlers. Gully will check in next dead ball, as will a Pronghorn, which may come at a media timeout. 2 more Pronghorns rise and will head to the check-in stand. Christian falls down and throws it away, trying to bounce pass it past McCormick. Can't. Sawyer up ahead of the pack, lays it up and in. Sawyer with 4. Smith has 3. 2 Wyoming kids scoring for the Pronghorns. Jefferson Neary, the son of head coach Sean Neary, on a medical red shirt at Black Hills State this year, as a matter of fact. Talking about Wyoming kids, former Gillette High School player. Smith trying to body in, contact, ball is off. Here comes Jaden Smith. Spins on Kranz, up and under, and he's going to go to the line to shoot a pair. Luke Danielson of Queens Creek, Arizona, the 6'6 freshman, checking in along with Cam Gully. Topo back in, Sayed back in, and Bethily back in, and a media timeout. 11:49 left, 11-7 Central out in front. Pronghorns at the line when we come back.
No antenna, cable, or satellite connection? No problem. You can now stream Wyoming PBS live at wyomingpbs.org/streaming, or using the free PBS app on your favorite streaming device. The Wyoming PBS live stream is available on Apple TV, Android TV, Fire TV, Roku, and on many smart TVs. Wyoming PBS, now streaming live.
For the last 87 years, the NJCAA has provided academic and athletic opportunities to thousands of student athletes. However, several rules make it more challenging for two-year college transfers. Recently, 16 national coaches associations, led by the National Fast Pitch Coaches Association, sent a request for change to NCAA leadership to make the rules the same for all transfers. We commend their leadership and stand together in support of same game, same rules.
11-7 Central at the 11:49 mark. They are at the 15:34 mark in Cheyenne. Golden Eagles leading Casper 10-9 at the moment. Smith leaves the free throw short. Coming up at halftime, we're going to play an interview that we did with Julian Ormond earlier last week. We'll play that at halftime today of this game. Misses both. Danielson the rebound. Lou Ring and Lucy Howard will join us in the post, well, it's the halftime. It'll be kind of post-game for the ladies. Kranz back up top, Danielson. Down low, Paddock. Leans in, contact again, and a rebound pulled in by Topo. Good body control. Great rebound by Danielson as he gets triple teamed. Gets it to Kranz. Central with numbers. Paddock was open, but he traveled with the basketball trying to get it down there. I thought that they were going to call a travel. It took the referee a few minutes to pull that out of his pocket and give the indication, but he had Paddock underneath. I think he was going to shoot, and then he saw how wide open Paddock was, and it kind of tripped up his flow and gets the walk. Thank you for all the birthday wishes. I've been singing all day, I can't drive, I'm 55 all day today. So Blackwell, shot clock at 6. Sayed leaves it short, ball batted out of there by Topo. Long triple, no good, and Paddock goes high for the rebound. Leading scorer for the Pronghorns, McCormick, 0 for 3 to start the game. Jetty to Kranz. 11-7 our score. Central averages 69, Pronghorns average 75. Paddock, again, the Philly playing defense and taking it to the rack and missing. Danielson with a third rebound. Good, thank you for those birthday wishes on the YouTube chat as Cam Gully pick it up where he left off Saturday. He had 3 triples and 14 points in that game. His first 3 of the game here as he has increased his scoring output. Pronghorns haven't scored in almost 3 minutes. One of their last 7 from the field, and now 1 of 8. Jetty, rebound number 3. He and Danielson with 3 rebounds apiece. 14-7 Central by a touchdown, with one more football game in the American football system to come. The Seahawks and the Patriots in the Super Bowl. Jetty rises for about a 10-footer and got it. And a quick timeout, Coach Neary, who meets his team halfway out on the court. And we'll give him an earful when he gets in there. 16-7 Central. Pronghorns haven't scored in over 3 minutes. They're over their last 5. And Central has opened up a 14-7 lead with 9:41 left to play in the first half. Next broadcast will be on Valentine's Day. We're hitting all the major holidays. My birthday, then Valentine's Day next time we're on. And then I don't think there's anything on the 28th on the final home game. Next broadcast, Eastern Wyoming will be here on Valentine's Day, 2 and 4. Mountain Time Zone in Riverton, Wyoming. Thanks to Neil Hushbeck. He is our student director in the Wyoming PBS control room. Gordon Ferris and Ryan Hostetter, our camera operators here from Central Wyoming College new media program under the direction of Amanda Nikoloff. Thanks to Stephen McKnight, Josh Williams, Wyoming PBS engineers. And even though he has separated employment with CWC and moved closer to family, Francis Obakoya was a tremendous engineer that helped get a lot of this established for us at Central Wyoming College with Amanda to get what you see here and what you've come to expect from Rustler basketball. Jordan goes underneath. McCormick gets the basket, his first of the game for the leading scorer for the Pronghorns. I think it may be a concerted effort by Coach Neary out of that timeout. Get the ball in the hands of your playmaker and let him see what happens. Danielson leans in, rejected, got his own rebound. Shot clock still at 14, and Luke travels with a basketball. And Central commit their third turnover of the contest. Yes, sophomore day on the 28th will be a holiday. We'll count it. It's a bigger holiday than my birthday, I can tell you that. So, celebrating 4 sophomores. And again, we'll interview one of them at halftime. And Jordan Poole just got, oh, I did it. I knew I'd do it. Jordan Peele just got pushed off by Rashad McCormick. And Rashad gets the foul and a turnover on the Pronghorns. See, but if I acknowledge it when I do it at the time, that doesn't count, does it? It even felt wrong coming out of my mouth to say that. 16-9 Central. Danielson to Crayons. Jetty and Paddock on the bench for Central right now. Nine to shoot. Smith bodying in on Bullock, and he'll get the offensive foul. Bodies were banging down low, and Daniel Smith will get the foul and the turnover on Central on the offensive charge. Casper leading LCCC at the 11-minute mark of their game, 14-13, long three. Smith the rebound. Blackwell couldn't get it to go. Pronghorns right now 0 for 6. Reverse, good, Danielson. 0 for 6 from the arc are the Pronghorns, who shoot about 28% from that three-point line. Central shoots 36%. It's a little uncharacteristic of a Sean Neary team, and so is that, as Sayed just drops the ball and Kranz takes it away from him. Turnover number 6 on Gillette. Boy, a forearm in the back. They'll battle. Shot no good. Bethune the rebound. He will have a crash into Danielson and lose the basketball. This one's a physical one. Kranz off a pick. Pilfers the ball. 4-on-3 Rustlers. Peel sets up, triple on the way, no good. Gully and one. Holy cow, hopefully he's okay as Cam Gully gets the offensive rebound and a putback. We're gonna go media timeout, but not really, because we're gonna keep it right here. Gully is up on his feet to a round of applause from the Rustlers. We're gonna keep it right here because we're gonna go watch a replay of this one right here. Gotta bring the right screen in here if I can do it real quick. I'm trying to multitask, and that makes I just do a lot of things not very well. But here we'll go and we'll look at this replay here. As you can see, Cam Gully is right here. Peel is up here. Here comes the shot. Missed, put back, and ouch, crashes down. We're gonna watch that in slow motion coming the other way. As here comes Cam. Springs in, perfect timing. And Bullock takes his pins out from underneath him and crashes hard on that right hip. We'll watch it again in real speed. With a shot there as Gully goes in and puts it back up and in. How about that? And hopefully Cam is okay. Jordan hurt his left hip in the win over Northwest. Julian Ormond landed hard twice on his backside a couple of times and was a little bit ginger from those games and incidents. And we'll hope that Gully is okay as he's gonna limp to the free throw line. That was a big-time and one right there, Cam Gully. Foul was whistled, by the way, on Bullock. His second personal foul, and Gully is going to come out after this free throw if he makes it, and he does. And Cam is going to limp to the sideline gingerly after falling on that right hip. Coach tells him, get over there and get to the trainer, and that's exactly where Cam Gully is headed to go talk with Stephanie Gallagher, the CWC athletic trainer who does a heck of a job for these athletes at CWC. Still holding that right lower hip is Cam Gully, so keep an eye on that as he leaves at the 6:34 mark of the first half. Ball crawls over, out of bounds, stays Gillette basketball. Pronghorns are one of their last 7 from the field. That would make it actually one of their last 8, and haven't scored in 2.5 minutes and trail 21-9 to the Rustlers. Sawyer scoots it over to Bafili. Back to Sawyer, gets a quick release 3, missed it. Battle for the rebound off of the hands of McCormick. Central ball. Gully stretching out in the top of the screen there after going down. Cam has 6 points in the game. He's perfect from the field. He has 3 rebounds and a couple of assists in the contest. And more importantly, is your floor general as the point guard of this team. And you hope that Cam is going to be okay. Jetty loses the handle on it. Going to the floor is Bafili, and Central will turn it over for a 4th time. McCormick missed it. Kranz comes out of the pack with it. Kranz looking, finds Danielson. Jetty in the corner, got his man to fly by, drops it for 15 and missed it hard over the rim. And here comes Smith and the Pronghorns. Baseline, nice shot. Bafili over Jetty. First field goal in about 4 minutes for the Pronghorns. 21-11 the score. Here come the Pronghorns. CWC out in front of Casper now by 4 as they are late stages, about 6 minutes left to play in Cheyenne. Smith missed it, got his own rebound. Outside, JP, triple is an air ball. And McCormick, Sean Neary, 4 feet out onto the court. Asking about that no call with the collision with Bullock and Smith. Bafili, pump fake, and he travels with the basketball. 9 turnovers as Coach Neary still 5 or 6 feet out onto the court, talking with the official, getting his attention. Coach standing on the baseline, lobbying with that same official. Four minutes left. Media timeout number 4 coming, as that will be a Jordan Peele bank for 3. Wow. Kind of gives a shrug of the shoulders after banking that one in. First points of the game for JP, and then McCormick scores in the corner to answer back quickly. Kranz to Danielson, down low, Paddock. He's working on Ajayi. Over the top of it, missed it. Sawyer grabs the rebound out to Smith, and here comes Gillette. McCormick just buried one from there a minute ago, and instant replay. Knocks down another one. second in scoring in Region 9 behind TJ Coulter, who's second in the nation, by the way. Danielson left that spin short. Coach wants a foul as Coach Rafferty lobbies the official on the other end. Peel takes a charge. Bullock commits the foul. Peel takes the charge. And at 2:49, we've got the media timeout, our final one of the half. Central by 7 on Rustler Media. Back after this.
The Central for making dreams come true.
Central to empowerment.
Central to the future of higher education in America.
Central to football.
Central to my heritage.
Central to healthcare.
Central to humility.
Central to the trades.
Central to ranching.
Central to performance.
Central to agriculture.
Central to athletics.
Central to Wyoming.
We are Central Wyoming College and the new media program, and appreciate you tuning in on RustlerAthletics.com and the CWC Rustlers YouTube page. Great numbers. They watched the ladies win 92-78 earlier tonight. And the men right now enjoying a 7-point lead on Gillette with 2:49 remaining in the first half. Gillette has a 6-0 run over the last minute thanks to the back-to-back triples by McCormick, who has 8 points in the contest to lead all scorers. Paddock has 7, Goalie has 6. Athletic trainer Stephanie Gallagher done working on Cam. I think that's a heating pad maybe that he's got in his hands right now on the bench, as he is still walking pretty gingerly and going to sit on that. Not sure if it's a heating pad or a cooling pad, but coach talking with the trainer right now about his point guard situation on the bench after that put back and one. Jetty spins, lost it. Ajayi takes it away. Turnover number 5 on Central. Blackwell one hands it to Ajayi, gives it back to McCormick. He'll launch a long triple and knock another one down. That is 3 straight triples by McCormick, and he has brought his team within 4. And that was a long one, and again, it wasn't such terrible defense on Jetty's behalf. It's just McCormick's a shooter, and he's going to shoot. Paddock underneath, back out to Jetty. Works corner, batted out of there with 7 to shoot. 9-0 run over the last 90 seconds for the visitors. And Daniel Smith going to return to the lineup for Luke Danielson. 7 to shoot, by the way. Jetty left it short, got it partially blocked, and McCormick ends up with a basketball. Find the hot hand. There he goes. He's got it, and he's going to launch it. He's going to miss it. Kranz ends up with a rebound on a tip from Danielson, and Kranz gets a pick from Paddock, takes it to the rack, and scores. Nice job closing off by Isaac Paddock, and then Jetty and Kranz team up to pilfer that one from Blackwell. Much needed run stopper for Central on that layup by Kranz. I would give an assist to Isaac if I was actually keeping stats for that box out. And then Kranz settles in over McCormick and drops in a triple, and it's back to a 9-point Central advantage. Largest lead was 13 at 24-11 about 4 minutes ago. And McCormick is fouled by Jetty as the Rustlers trying to keep up with McCormick. .53 ticks remaining in the first half of basketball. 29-20. Ajayi for three. Kranz with the board. Gully still working out that right backside after falling down hard on that putback a while ago. You guys here to see that? Are you guys back in the gym? That was a heck of a play. Talking with Lou Ring and Lucy Howard. And a hand check on Blackwell out at the logo. Is that going to be 7 or is that 6? 6th team foul on the Pronghorns with 27 seconds left on the game clock. Fresh 20 on the shot clock. Our halftime guests, Laura Ring and Lucy Howard. It's hard to call her Lou when you're Lucy, so we've talked about that. 14 to shoot. Got a double team on Kranz. Somebody had to be open. Smith ends up with it. Jetty has it taken out of his hands. Topo is going to be fouled by Kranz. And he'll go to the line. Christian will pick up his second personal foul, and that will send Topo to the line. Pronghorns are a 64% free throw shooting team. Central, by the way, 74% free throw shooting team. Pronghorns haven't scored in the last 2:16 of this contest. That one clangs off the back of the iron for Ali. He's out of Mali. I don't know how to pronounce Bamako, Mali. Second is also no good. Smith the rebound, 8 seconds left. Jetty rises, drops in a 3. And that one's not going to count even if it goes. And Tyler Jetty puts his team up by a dozen as they head to the break. It's 32-20 Central. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back and we'll have a quick interview with Julian Ormond, and then we'll talk with our halftime guests as well. This is Rustler Basketball. They lead by 12. The halftime show brought to you by Buckle Up for Life Wyoming is next.
Don't leave your future up in the air. Always wear a seatbelt and reduce your risk of death of serious injury in a crash by almost 50%. Buckle up, Wyoming.
Since 1964, Atlantic City Federal Credit Union has proudly served Fremont County. Today, we're Grand Altitude Federal Credit Union, serving all of Wyoming with the same trusted team and values. We're enhancing our focus on simple, smart, seamless banking for our growing community. Join us as we elevate financial possibilities for all Wyoming residents. Grand Altitude Federal Credit Union. Reach new heights. Visit grandaltitude.com.
Hot Springs Health is dedicated to providing quality care close to home. Our Riverton clinic offers comprehensive care for everyone in your family, from infants to geriatrics. Whether you need a routine checkup, specialized pre-post-natal care, or dedicated family medicine, Hot Springs Health is here. We also provide pain management, joint manipulation, and immediate care for your acute needs. And for those important milestones, we also offer all types of physicals for sports, Department of Transportation, and pre-employment. Hot Springs Health Riverton is located at 2002 West Sunset Drive.
My name is Julian Ormond. I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. Shout out my mom, my dad, and the rest of my teammates. Out of high school, I didn't have many options, so my dad lives in California, and I played out there, travel ball, and coach saw me, recruited me, and that's how I got here. Once you get used to it, it's fun. It's just, if you're from like a big city, you just get closer with the people you're around, so you'll get used to it and you'll have fun. Since the injury, I've learned how much basketball really is like part of like my time. I'm trying to get all A's. I'm doing a lot of extra schoolwork now since I don't have much else to do. I try to like fill my time doing a whole bunch of different stuff, and it just makes me appreciate the game more. mean, basketball's taught me a lot of things as far as like mentally how I should approach things, getting through adversity and all that stuff. And it's really just shaped me to be the person who I am. I think the freshmen are really lucky to have us sophomores to like reassure them and keep them going when things get down with the season and coach and Riverton, just to like someone that's been there, been through everything already, to just teach them. I get inspiration from a lot of different people with like social media and stuff, but mainly my parents. They work really hard to push me and to get me better at anything I do. So they're a really good inspiration for me.
Is central for making dreams come true.
Central to empowerment.
Central to the future of higher education in America.
Central to football.
Central to my heritage.
Central to healthcare.
Central to humility.
Central to the trades.
Central to ranching.
Central to performance.
Central to agriculture.
Central to athletics.
Central to Wyoming.
Welcome back to Rustler Gymnasium, where CWC enjoying a 12-point lead on halftime of the Gillette Pronghorns. We'll get to some stats of that one, but first let's talk to some guests after a 92-78 win over Gillette College. Lucy Howard, Laura Ring with me, and how good did that feel to exact a little revenge? I know it would have been great to win up there and not lose the overtime game, but how redeeming was this game today?
It was really good, I'm not gonna lie. Like we knew we needed to get them back because we should have taken it the first time. So to beat them and then beat them by 14 points, it felt really good.
But through 3 quarters, you guys are on NBA pace. I mean, it's like you're gonna win it 112-109 or lose it 112-109. What happened after 3 quarters, Lucy?
Well, I guess we kind of had a talk in the third quarter timeout, and we were just like, okay, we actually have to get our stuff together, make sure we defend, get the scout right, and play our game, not their game. And then we ended up executing that in the fourth quarter, which was great.
Your line here today, 15 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists in the contest. Is it the matchup with them? What was it that got you started early today and got you continued and then put up those numbers?
Well, I guess it helped early with them playing a press, so that really helped because I'm the back line, so it helped get that out. Good passes from Lou, which helps.
A couple of quick, easy layups out there. That's always good for the confidence builder.
A couple quick, easy ones first up, and then I think it was just our offenses that we were playing were really stretching them out with their zone, and we struggled with their zone against them the first time, so we really talked about it during trainings this week, and we really stretched them out and make sure we executed it right.
15 threes is the most makes in a game, in single game, since 2012, if not before that. And NJCAA changed their website, and so those stats from previous are gonzo, unfortunately. But Lou, you were responsible for 5 of those tonight, and you're shooting 50% from 3 in Region 9 play, and you were 5 of 10 tonight, shooting right at that average. Tell me what's going on with your game right now.
Well, after the Northwest game on Saturday, I wasn't really happy with my performance.
Well, you got to get that out of the system, right? Block it out. You're a shooter. Keep shooting.
So I had to, exactly. Coach put a lot of faith in the team to trust that we can shoot and that believe that we can do. We put in the work and can do it. And for me, I have maybe 6 or 7 games left here for sure, so I just needed to really push myself, make sure I'm playing my hardest. I mean, give it my all for my last games here.
A new career high for you, 27 points. You were an assist away from a triple-double.
Yeah.
11 rebounds, 9 assists. So as I was kidding Bella, Aaliyah, and Lexi in the hall about their 8 assists that they've each had in games this year, I said, you guys need to start passing and quit shooting so much. And they just laughed it off at me as well. So this game through 3 quarters, you guys played as well as you could, and you were still behind in that. What's going through your mind on your own behalf at this point?
I think it was very, I don't know, it was scary because we were like this when the first game we versed them as well. And we were like, okay, we just got to get into a flow state and figure everything out. Make sure that we played our game. I think that was the big thing that we needed to make sure we did, because we didn't do that the first time. So making sure that people who can shoot shot the ball, good defense, and just did our best to our best ability, and that's what we did and got the win, so that's good.
I've not seen a stat like this, but they scored with 9:21 left in the fourth quarter on a field goal, and then after that it was all free throws because they were 0 for 16 in the last 9:21 of the contest, which I've never seen before. And I think I credit that, number one, I think you guys played better defense, more concerted defense, and I think they got tired a little bit. Do you feel that your conditioning is helping right now?
Yeah, no, I would agree with that. I mean, and I think the bench had a lot to do with that. Like, the energy that they brought, you could feel it transfer onto the court as well. And, I know for me personally, I felt way more, even though it was the fourth quarter, I still felt up. I felt that energy, and I think that's something that we had, up on the other team. Because, yeah, you could tell they were getting tired.
And speaking of bench, off the bench, Izzy Moyes comes up, puts up another career high after she did that on Saturday, puts up 15 here today, and I know that's got to put a smile on the coach's face to see more of those bench points and bench minutes. And you two are up here, but another great team effort, I think, by Central.
For sure.
Yeah.
Shout-outs to anybody?
Shout out to you. Happy birthday.
Thank you. I'll get you guys my Venmo information here in just a little bit. Did family answer the text to watch or what?
I actually don't know. Let's see. No, but they can watch it back. But shout out to my family. They're always there for me when I need them. So
all right.
I appreciate them.
No, just shout out to you, John.
Thank you. Have you decided, it's still early. I know you were offered. Have you decided where you're playing on yet, or are we waiting on more offers and see what happens?
I'm just kind of seeing what happens. I mean, my main focus is just we're here with the team right now. So, yeah, I'm just kind of seeing what happens.
Laura, you're wise beyond your years.
Thank you.
Yes. Hey, and Lucy, thank you for coming up.
You're welcome.
Congratulations
Thank you so
to both of you. Keith Wyatt up here in the box as well. Thank you guys for coming up as well. Those are our halftime guests. The ladies win it 92-78 and have put themselves in the top 3 of the conference right now with just a few games remaining. Going to take a very quick break. We'll come back and give you these stats before we hit the second half of basketball from Rustler Radio.
No antenna, cable, or satellite connection? No problem. You can now stream Wyoming PBS live at wyomingpbs.org/streaming. Or using the free PBS app on your favorite streaming device. The Wyoming PBS live stream is available on Apple TV, Android TV, Fire TV, Roku, and on many smart TVs. Wyoming PBS, now streaming live.
For the last 87 years, the NJCAA has provided academic and athletic opportunities to thousands of student athletes. However, several rules make it more challenging for two-year college transfers. Recently, 16 national coaches associations, led by the National Fast Pitch Coaches Association, sent a request for change to NCAA leadership to make the rules the same for all transfers. We commend their leadership and stand together in support of same game, same rules.
Buzzer welcoming you back to Central Wyoming College. Thanks to Laura Ring and Lucy Howard, our halftime guests on the Buckle Up for Life Wyoming halftime show, brought to you by our friends at YDOT, reminding you to buckle up every trip, every time. Halftime statistics now. You can follow those online by looking at rustlerathletics.com. Central out in front 32-20. is the score right now, and Central would shoot 13 of 35, 37% for the first half. Pronghorns 8 of 24, 33%. Central 5 of 12 from the arc, 42%. And the Pronghorns 3 of 12, 25% for the game from the arc. They would hit 1 of 5 free throws. Central hit 1 of 1. Pronghorns with 10 first half turnovers, 6 turnovers for Central. Central would score 16 points off of those 10 Gillette turnovers. Central rebounding 21 to 15 overall in this game. 10 assists on their 13 shots for the CWC men. Looking at their statistics here right now, and Central has 32 points, and it's distributed by everybody that has played so far. Lockie has not played in the game, but everybody else who has played has scored. Danielson 2, Kranz 5, Smith 4, Paddock 7, including the first 7 of the game. Jetty has 5, including that 3 near the buzzer at the end of the first half. Peel has a banking 3. Gully has 6 points in the ball game, and then look at those assists. 3 by Kranz, 2 each, Smith, Paddock, Gully, as they have 10 for the game and have a 32-20 lead. Rashad McCormick has 11 to lead the Pronghorns. He also has 5 rebounds and an assist. Bethily has 2, Smith has 3, Sawyer has 4 for their 20 points in the game. Leading rebounder is McCormick with 5. Leading assister is Smith with 2. Bullock has 3 fouls. You see that bracketed right there. Of note that Bullock has 3 fouls in the ball game. Questions from the, not from the, do you have a question, Coach? Volleyball coach Kim Davis in the press box. I thought she had a question. Question from the YouTube chat. Why do the women play 4 quarters, the men play 2 halves? Is there a reason for that? Yes, but I don't know what that reason is. I think it was length of game, and they do different foul situations in those quarters. And the high schools here have adopted the 4 quarters, 5, no more one-on-one free throws either. You'll notice it's either a 2-shot foul or nothing. There's no one-on-ones in women's and high school basketball in Wyoming anymore, and I believe it was for speed of game that they were talking about, that NCAA and the colleges and even the high schools in boys and girls now play 4 10-minute quarters as opposed to playing halves. High school never did play halves. They've always played quarters, but they've changed that foul situation from the 7-10 bonus situation to the 5 in both boys and girls. Central has the basketball to begin the second half, and the ball gets knocked off of Jordan Peel's leg and out of bounds from Sayed, and it will be a turnover on the first possession of the game for the CWC men. And again, I'm sure there's a better explanation than my limited knowledge of the subject on the difference between the men's and the women's. It's actually a very good question. I should probably effort. Ball is loose all over the place. Finally picked up by Jetty. Good job by Smith. Good job by Kranz, helping keep that ball alive. Paddock to the low block, guns it over to Jetty, picking up where he left off. No. Rebound. Sayed. It's bodied up. McCormick gets free and drains another one. As DJ Khaled would say, another one. 4 of 6, McCormick. 14 points. That's from the arc, by the way. Boy, Smith gets pushed from behind visibly, and it's going to work out that Central gets the ball, but Bullock kind of two-hand shivered Williams. And Coach Neary saying that was a hold, but he missed the two-hand push by his player before that.
We're good. Yeah, that's the score. We're good.
I think they're checking the score at 32-23.
He's right.
Shot clock going to go to 20. It does. They were checking the score, but McCormick was well beyond the 3 when he drained that one a moment ago. triple. Missed everything, and that's a shot clock violation. They didn't miss everything, but it missed the rim, and that's a shot clock violation. Cam Gully still being attended to in the athletic training corner of the Rustler Gymnasium by Stephanie Gallagher after taking that hard spill. It was a fantastic play, but unfortunately Cam landed on that right hip, right on the meaty part of his backside, and he's still been working on it. He toughed it out and went and shot the free throw, but came right out of the game. Smith flying in, banks the shot, no good. Put back coming in, and a foul on Central. It's going to go on Daniel Smith, as Bullock will go shoot free throws. Bullock is a 39% free throw shooter, 17 of 44. The lefty banks in the free throw. We have seen 3 banked three-pointers tonight, one by the Gillette women, one by the Central women, and one by Jordan Poole, and now we've seen a banked three-pointer. Second one is no good. Danielson battling for the rebound, and it's going to be Central basketball. See, now if I was a statistician, I would give Luke the rebound, but I think that's the situation where it goes team rebound, as he really didn't have it, but Central ends up with a basketball. Danielson outside Jetty. Tyler on the way, no good. Sayed on the run for the Pronghorns. 2 minutes gone by, 4-0. The second half in favor of the Pronghorns. Steal by Peel as that one gets loose. Danielson underneath Paddock, fouled, and will go to the line. Paddock takes a shot to the back of the head. He kind of comes staggering out of there to shake hands with Jordan. Appreciate Jordan, Cam, and Isaac for putting up with me. We've tried to get him interviewed 2 or 3 separate times now, and we've missed out. Here comes Cam Gully back into the game. So Gully back into the contest for Central. That's good news, as Jetty will come out. Paddock gets the first free throw, the first points of the second half for Central. Isaac gets both. Ten-point Rustler advantage, 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half of basketball. Smith poked out of there by Gully, taken away by Cam. Nice job. Gets the steal. Cam burns it into the front court, bounces it out, Peel. Jordan, nice over under, took the extra step, Kranz for 3, got it! Great ball movement, Gully, Peel, and then Kranz. That'll be a travel. Oh, they'll go and bail him out with a foul on Paddock. Probably the right call. That's probably why he traveled, was the foul. And Isaac doesn't agree with me, however. Smith inbounding. Leans in, banks it in. Nice play. Smith, by the way, has 5 points in the ball game. Scored their first 3 on a 3-point play. And there's a lot of push off on that entry pass down there that has not been called as they play physical down there. Quick hands by Bullock, takes it away from Kranz. And then Luke Danielson comes the other way, steals it. Gully back to Kranz. Ooh, Christian was open. Peel penetrates, tries to shovel it to Danielson, and he shoveled it right to McCormick. And then nice body control on the other side by Sayed, and he'll knock it in and score. Wide open Peel. Gully, third assist for Cam. Back to an 11-point Central advantage. And again, Central led much of the game, had chances to ice the game at Gillette, didn't get it done. Peel gets called for a block as he goes in between a couple of Pronghorn players. Well, that's... Looked like he showed 4 to the bench. Kranz, he was nowhere in the neighborhood. He gave the foul to the wrong player. And we've got a media timeout. It was on Jordan, which is 2, not 4. And so go see if they're... They have corrected it. And they have given the foul to Jordan Poole, which is his first. Which, I guess in the grand scheme of things, that would have made it 3 on Kranz. And then it's only 2 on Christian, so that helps. Not that you're wishing for that foul to be on Jordan or anything, but... I gotta get my sticky note out. I'm falling apart. I talked about how well I was doing, and I keep calling Jordan Poole. And Jordan and I talk about this on a weekly basis, and I've apologized to him several times. And it's in my head. The more I think about it to not do it, I think the more I end up doing it. So 15:35 left, 39-28 Central by 11. Their biggest lead has been 13 when they led 24-11. Gillette has not led in this ball game. Central has led wire to wire. McCormick, just automatic. 17 for McCormick. 5 of 7 from the three-point line for McCormick, and I think he might have missed his first 2. I think he's 5 for 5. And there's that push from behind that has been there all night and then gets called on this time by Ajayi. And that's Coach Neary saying don't foul there. And it's just the first time they've been whistled for the foul there. Jetty. Foul is going to be on Sayed. It was away from the basketball on the baseline as Peel was running the line. Taken away again. Coach going to the bench. Kranz will come in. Nice spin move and a score by Bullock. 6-point game, 39-33. Gillette has hit their last 4 straight field goals. Paddock rises, left the 10-footer short. Ball knocked away from behind by Peel. Sayed triple, short, Gully. 4th rebound, Cam scoots it out to JP. Pump fake, extra pass. Central will set up their offense. Sawyer, nope, not gonna be Sawyer. Blackwell will come in next stop in play for the Pronghorns. And stepping out of bounds is Jetty, and Coach says, well, he had help. he had help stepping out of bounds because he was pushed. Kranz comes in for Jetty as coach works the other official now. 14 and some seconds left to play regulation time. They have split their last two meetings. Central beat Gillette last year when the Pronghorns were nationally ranked. They ended 29-4 on the year, and one of their losses was right here on this floor to Central. Smith, 6 to shoot, off glass, and 1. Nice move. Jaden Smith. He averages 11. He now has 7 with a chance at 8. Foul was on Gully. And I think that Coach Raff has just been given a warning. Coach Wyatt got one of those previous. Three-point play by Smith is good. There was a timeout when coaches were using the timeout to jaw with the officials. And I said to myself, I'm like, there will be a technical assessed. But honestly, I didn't think it was going to go. And there hasn't been one yet, but I just kind of feel that there is going to be one before this night is over on one side or the other. And a foul is going to be whistled on Ajayi. As Benedict Ajayi of Calgary, Alberta, Canada fouls Luke Danielson and will send Luke to the line. Paddock has 9 to lead the CWC scoring. Kranz has 8 off the bench. It's a 12-2 run for the Pronghorns over the last 3:18, and it stays running. It's an 8-0 run over the last 2 minutes in which Central has not scored in 2:15. Danielson gets the second, and he has 5 points. 2-possession game, 13:20 left to play. Blackwell. McCormick, Kranz on him. Not sure if he got poked in the eye or what, and then a foul's coming. If it goes on Kranz, that'll be 3 on him a second time, but it's not. It's on Danielson. And Luke will pick up his first. And Daniel Smith will check into the contest. Smith has 4 points, rough night shooting, 2 of 7, as he's having to battle as they're letting them play tournament type physicality as McCormick gets free on the inbound and scores easily. McCormick's season high is 41. He's got a ways to go. He's got 19 right now. Gully. Paddock. Nice nifty move, but Topo is there, and then Paddock fouls him after the rebound, and Isaac will get his second. The Pronghorns of Gillette, their mascot is an antelope, a pronghorn, if you will. Speed goat, you might hear him called in vernacular in Wyoming, the Gillette Pronghorns. For a long time, Gillette had only one high school, and they were the Camels, the Campbell County Camels. Now they have 2. Thunder Basin Bolts are the other school that they have now in Campbell County, or in Gillette, if you will. The other is Campbell County High School Camels, and then the Gillette Pronghorns, and then you've added the stepping back Sayed, 4 on the shot clock. Falling down will be a travel, and it will be Central basketball. Daniel Smith might have got poked in the eye on that play as he comes out of the pack holding his eye. I mentioned this when Central was going to go to Gillette about how beautiful that Ladke Arena is in Gillette for Gillette College. Used to be part of the Northwest College District with Sheridan, kind of governed by Sheridan. And Sheridan, during COVID, decided to end athletics. And so Gillette was without sports for a few years, but they seceded from the union, got out from under the Sheridan umbrella and brought back athletics. And Gillette is an athletic town. They love their sports in Gillette, and they are usually successful in a lot of them. And for good reason, they love their sports. They are very, very good when they have their athletics. Got a media timeout. Possession arrow favoring the Pronghorns. 42-38, 11:44 left to play from Rustler Gym.
Fremont Therapy Group has been a proud supporter of Wyoming athletes for over 25 years, providing highly trained clinicians to treat athletes and their families one-on-one. Locally owned by therapists, Fremont values commitment to professionalism, expertise, and community. Our services include hand therapy, orthopedic therapy, pre- and post-rehab, and aquatic therapy, and more. Set up an appointment today in Lander, Riverton, Green River, Rock Springs, Saratoga, or Rollins. FremontTherapyGroup.com.
Ding dong.
Mountain dude?
The mountain is calling.
Give me a mountain, lots to do. Give me the sunshine, give me a dream. Give me something simple and true. All I need is sunshine and that cool, refreshing mountain dew. Yeah, give me the sunshine, give me a dew.
4-point game, just under 12 minutes left. Stephanie Gallagher taking the heating pads back to the training room as the Pronghorns clean up spilled water on their sideline. Blackwell to inbound. Jetty, a better job defending that inbound play than the last time when McCormick scored. That was Sayed having it knocked away. CWC ladies were victorious earlier tonight, winning 92-78. The LCCC women knocked off Casper 78-67. Blackwell throws it away. Smith wants a touch by JP, and they're going to give him one. JP says, no, you need to go look at that. Ooh. I just watched the replay. They're not going to watch the replay. I think JP's a pretty honest kid. If he didn't touch it, he's going to say that he didn't touch it. If he did, I'm pretty sure he said, yeah, you got me on that. But they don't go look at it. It's a moot point now. 5 to shoot. Blackwell triple, no good. Daniel Smith the rebound, and he gets tied up by the smallest player on the floor. The 5'8" freshman comes in and ties up Daniel, but the arrow will go Central. LCCC leading Casper. 12:30 left to play in their game. LCCC by 6. And from behind, knocking it away was Topo. That was actually one of the better plays they've had defensively in that position tonight. It hasn't been the two-hand push as Topo gets the foul. His second. Like I said, that was one of their better defended plays from down there. They've gotten away with a lot worse. Paddock on the inbound, not going to fall in. And a quick foul on Ajayi. Paddock frustrated with himself for missing the shot. Pronghorns haven't scored in 2 minutes, but the good news is they still only trail by 4 if you're a Gillette fan. Isaac cannot hit that. McCormick back into the game. He is single-handedly keeping the Pronghorns in this. He has 19. Smith has 8 to be the next closest to him scoring. Central does not have a double-figure scorer yet, and they still don't. Paddock has 9. Kranz has 8, Gully has 6. New heating pads brought out to the bench. I saw JP was using one in there a little while ago as well on that hip that he hurt in the Saturday game. Good defense by Paddock. They get McCormick out in no man's land. 4 to shoot, spinning, and he walked with it. He made the shot, but he traveled first. Coach Neary gonna lobby. .5 left to play. Central 6 of 16 from the arc. Pronghorns 5 of 18. 28% for them, 38% Central. Smith fouled. Topo. He thought he got all ball. Referee sees it differently. Daniel will go shoot free throws. Referee, you could just barely hear him, and McCormick was saying something, and the referee goes, "Paddock, is that you?" He says, "Don't do that." Then had a good laugh as keeping it light with the players under there, and Central has missed their last 3 free throws. Topo coming out, Bullock back in. Finally, a free throw drops. Central 5 of 9 after missing 3 or 4 in a row. 5-point Central lead. Sayed McCormick, he's got Paddock on him defensively. Isaac's going to take him clear out to the volleyball 10-foot line and watch him spin down the lane. He gets blocked at the end by Smith. He might have tweaked something going down the lane as he walks to the free throw line a little gingerly. Foul is on Jetty, his second. Central foul trouble, nobody with more than 2. Gillette, meanwhile, Bullock, Ajayi, and Topo all with 3 fouls apiece. As McCormick now has 20. 5 of 8 from the arc, 1 of 1 from the line, 5 rebounds. Smith's got to find somebody, and he calls a timeout. Just beat the 5 count. Heady play by Daniel Smith to call a timeout with 10 minutes remaining in the contest, and a 43-40 Central advantage. That will set us up to tell you about our next home broadcast. Will be on Valentine's Day, February 14th, when CWC will host Eastern Wyoming College in a Region 9 matchup. Ladies will go first at 2. Men will go next at 4. That is a Saturday broadcast on Valentine's Day. Only 2 home games left after tonight, and they're spread out 2 weeks apart, with Valentine's Day and then the 28th will be the final one at home for CWC. CCC is out in front of Casper 62-53. They have 10:38 left to play in that ball game. CWC ladies victorious earlier tonight, 92-78. CCC knocked off Casper 78-67 in their ball game. 10 minutes exactly left to play on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard. 43-40 Central out in front with the basketball after this Smith timeout. 2 timeouts left for Central, 3 timeouts left for Gillette. When the camera pans back over to the right side of the playing surface and we get a stop and play, I'll talk to you a little bit about another player on the CWC bench. Gully gets past his man, leans in, ouch, he goes down hard again, and he is in obvious pain again. He's gonna pick himself up, triple, no good. Paddock, he throws it, tries to get it up ahead to Gully, and they'll throw it away. Cam is hurt again after he came crashing in and gets knocked to the floor, and shot was missed, and he is in obvious pain on the end line right now for CWC. Down on both knees. You would think that they would let Cam move out of the way of that corner. They finally get up and get him out of there, but that is not good news for Central. Not good news, more importantly, for Cam Gully. You hope he's okay. Ball gets knocked straight in the air, but right back into the hands of Smith, who scores. Double figures now for the former Plainsman of Laramie High. And it's a 1-point game with 9 minutes left. JP runs the arc. Lost the handle, stays Central. And Gully going to be worked on in that far corner again. On the end of the CWC bench is a transfer from Rocky Mountain College. He played for Rocky Mountain College when they came and played against Central. And then Paddock throws that between two defenders, but the best chance at it was the head coach, and that's not where you want to throw one away at. Brody Potter is on the end of the CWC bench. He is a Thermopolis Bobcat, former Bobcat there. Was at Rocky Mountain College, but at semester transferred to CWC and will play for the Rustlers next year as Daniel Smith corrals the rebound. Kranz, who he was open for a second, but McCormick got his length out in front of him. And it's knocked away, staying Central basketball. I've seen Brody working out with the team. He's redshirting this year and will hopefully be back and play a year or two for the Rustlers in the future. Pia will inbound. Finds Danielson, who toes the line. Luke's going to go all the way down. He has that swatted away. He'll gather it back in. Dishes to Jetty. Shot no good. Jetty might have twisted his ankle as he fell down. Came down to the ground. Got to play defense on McCormick now, who does a step through and missed it. Ball goes off of Smith. Gillette basketball. Boy, the gym has cooled off. Gillette's one of their last 8. Central hasn't scored in 2:18 off the clock. With 8:03 remaining, Blackwell to Sayed. Logo Smith now. We're under 8 minutes. This game went overtime when they played in Gillette. Smith rises, missed it. Rebound by Daniel Smith. 6th rebound of the game for Daniel. Kranz pulls it back out. Coach calling out the play with 10 seconds to shoot. JP back down low, baseline. Smith, 4 to shoot, turns around, can't get it to drop. And it's taken away by the Pronghorns. Pronghorns, one of their last 9. Central hasn't scored in over 2.5 now. Been stuck at 42-43 for a while. Last field goal came 2 minutes and 7 seconds ago for the Pronghorns. McCormick missing that one. Danielson runs the route and misses the bunny. Smith falls down, and JP gets called for the foul, and he's the first one to go over and help up Jaden Smith. See, that's the kind of kid Jordan Peele is. He's a good sport, and he was honest about that play, and I like him. 6:45 left to play in regulation. Central by 1. We return after this break. This is Rustler Basketball from Rustler Media.
Fremont Therapy Group has been a proud supporter of Wyoming athletes for over 25 years, providing highly trained clinicians to treat athletes and their families one-on-one. Locally owned by therapists, Fremont values commitment to professionalism, expertise, and community. Our services include hand therapy, orthopedic therapy, pre- and post-rehab, and aquatic therapy, and more. Set up an appointment today in Lander, Riverton, Green River, Rock Springs, Saratoga, or Rollins. FremontTherapyGroup.com.
Ding dong.
Mountain dude?
The mountain is calling.
Give me a mountain, lots to do. Give me the sunshine, give me a view. Give me something simple and true. All I need is sunshine and a cool, refreshing mountain dew. Yeah, give me the sunshine, give me a dew.
I want to show you a quick stat up here on the current trends of the stat sheet. This is kind of ugly. Central has missed their last 5. They're 1 of 8. Gillette is 0 of 4. They've hit 1 of their last 10. Central hasn't scored in 335. Pronghorns haven't scored in 221 of this contest. And Jaden Smith going to try to end that at the free throw line, and does. Ties the game at 43. That is our first tie since zeros, and the first chance at a lead for the Pronghorns with 6:45 remaining in the contest. And gets it. LCCC leading Casper by 10. They're at the under 8-minute mark, and there's a foul by Blackwell. And it's going to send Crayons to the line. So this could be a free throw shooting contest the last 6.5 of this ball game. So settle in. Crayons has 9 points. His high for the season as a Rustler is 15 against Otero. Can only get 1 of 2. Sayed back out to Blackwell at midcourt. Tied at 44s. Did I mention they went overtime at Gillette? First time we could be staring at an extra 5 minutes of basketball in this one. Still 6 and change left in this one. 4 to shoot. McCormick launches one, no good. And Jetty battling for, comes down with a rebound in the corner. Great job, Tyler Jetty. Smith hands it back to Crayons. Bullock on him defensively. Down into the paint. Smith, nice spin, puts it up and in. He got Syed in the spin cycle, and he puts it up over the top. Daniel now has 9. Give the assist to Luke Danielson, his second. And the Rustlers have the basketball. Smith hands it back to Luke. Luke's going to go the distance. Missed it. Jetty ends up with the basketball. Crayons wide open triple. Front of the iron. No good. Smith, Blackwell, right hand layup, left hand side. Good. First field goal in about 4 minutes for the Pronghorns. And like I said, still only down by 2. And there's that push from behind again. That first 4 or 5 times not called, last 2 or 3 times called. Bullock will get the call. That'll be 4 on him. And Smith will go to the line as Bullock has his 4th personal foul. Ajayi and Topo each have 3. Central with nobody more than 2. And a quick timeout on the court, which again gives us a chance to go check this out, and that is the Rustler Athletics Rustler 500. It is a reverse raffle, meaning the last ticket called wins $10,000. You don't have to be present to win, so those of you out paddleboarding with dolphins and whales and doing that other stuff that you do down there and making me jealous, you can still participate. Tickets are $100 US. It all goes to the CWC Athletic Scholarship Fund, and if you look right there, the 499th ticket wins $2,000. The 500th ticket wins $10,000, and it could be you. But if you don't enter, you can't win. So check it out, rustlerathletics.com, and help out that CWC Rustler Athletic Scholarship Fund. Casper is within 2 all of the sudden with 6 minutes left to play in their ball game at 71-69 in Cheyenne. That would help teams down below if Casper could spring an upset. Daniel Smith double figures now with his 10th point of the night. 2 for 3 from the free throw line. Central has only hit 1 of their last 8 field goals. Both teams have shot 7 of 12 from the arc until now. Central is 8 of 13. Central the better shooting team at 74%. Sawyer has it go right through his hands and into the CWC student section. Volleyball team right there to help him out with that call. And Central gets it back on the 18th Gillette turnover. They averaged 15, they're at 18. Danielson underneath, left it short. Smith puts it up with the left hand, and the putback is good. Daniel Smith coming alive. He's got 13 now. Central by 4 with 4:20 left. Driving play, Daniel Smith says we're done. Danielson ahead of the pack, saves it into Jetty. Crans, pump fake. Didn't light up the triple that time. Gully still working out behind the CWC bench, and McCormick is going to foul Smith before he gets free on the easy lay-in. Not a bad foul by McCormick. That is his 3rd personal foul. Gully still working out behind the bench, trying to keep that right hip stretched out. Daniel with the free throw. 4 for 5. McCormick lobbying with the official underneath as they get a substitution in. Bullock back in for the Pronghorns, as out is Bethily. 5-point lead, make it a full 2-point two possession lead if I can spit it out, and it is 52-46. Definitely a Central pace to this ball game. McCormick has Crans just steal that right away from him, and McCormick gets called for the foul. An immediate timeout with 3:54 left. Central by 6 with a basketball. Coach Neary heading into his timeout as we hit the media break as well. Final 3:54 on the way right after this.
No antenna, cable, or satellite connection? No problem. You can now stream Wyoming PBS live at wyomingpbs.org/streaming. Or using the free PBS app on your favorite streaming device. The Wyoming PBS live stream is available on Apple TV, Android TV, Fire TV, Roku, and on many smart TVs. Wyoming PBS, now streaming live.
For the last 87 years, the NJCAA has provided academic and athletic opportunities to thousands of student athletes. However, several rules make it more challenging for two-year college transfers. Recently, 16 national coaches associations, led by the National Fast Pitch Coaches Association, sent a request for change to NCAA leadership to make the rules the same for all transfers. We commend their leadership and stand together in support of same game, same rules.
52-46. Was busy answering what a rustler is from the YouTube channel. Rustler is a cowboy that steals cattle, rustles them, if you will. Cattle rustler. Central used to be the shaman when they first started. I think the shaman lasted about a year or less, maybe back in the 1966 time frame. Smith knocks it in over Bullock. Daniel Smith taking over in this one. He's got 17. Smith baseline, the other side. McCormick has missed his last couple of threes. Smith ends up with it and scores. Smith kind of got held underneath. They didn't see it. And it's good if you get away with it. And Daniel Smith got held and couldn't get to that rebound, and they'll get the basket. As he gets his 7th rebound and scores on it, does Smith, to make it 54-46 with 3:18 left. 54-48 with 3:18 left, and we're going to stay right here. CWC volleyball team raffling off a quilt that they handmade and have tickets for sale. You can purchase those online as well at rustlerathletics.com. As the CWC volleyball team is now the CWC beach volleyball team. And they will use those funds to try to get to Texas. You can check out more at rustlerathletics.com as well. Rodeo will be cranking up. They've got their fundraising banquet this weekend right here in this gymnasium, as the basketball teams are on the road this weekend. Again, a concerted effort to get it to Smith. He gets double teamed. Kranz in the corner to make him pay for 3. Not going to fall in. And McCormick the rebound. 2-possession game. Gully back into the contest and a foul called. Topo will be fouled and go to the line. Central foul is on Luke Danielson, Luke's 2nd. Again, nobody in foul trouble for Central. Nobody with more than 2. Topo first is good. Under 3 minutes to play in a 5-point game. Jetty will check in, as will a Pronghorn after this free throw that is good. That Pronghorn is Bethily. Jabi Bethily out of New York, 6'9" freshman. 4th in Region 9 in blocks. He has 18 on the year. Luke runs the baseline, finds Gully. Point guard back in the game after taking a couple of hard spills in this contest. Jetty has it knocked away and taken away by Syed. 2.5 remaining. McCormick runs into Jetty, but he's in the restricted area, I think. Count the basket and 1. McCormick now with 23. Jetty with his 3rd personal foul. Kranz will come in for Tyler. And Christian Kranz along the sideline of the rebounding ranks has to tuck in his jersey, the official says. Ices McCormick a bit at the line. McCormick is a 76% free throw shooter, has hit 72 of 95 on the season. And he's now 3 for 3. Almost shot 100 free throws on the year. It's a 1-point game. Oh, goodness. Collision. Danielson and Syed's. Oh, Blackwell picked it off. Danielson was wide open, and Blackwell read it and picked it off. Syed hazed to the baseline. Bodies fly, spin, shot no good. Daniel Smith the rebound. Haven't seen Isaac Paddock on the floor in a while. Danielson and Smith right now doing a great job in that position, but when will we see Isaac Paddock returned to the CWC lineup. Luke runs past his man, too hard. Smith, the rebound, has it knocked out of bounds by McCormick with 1:46 left.
Watch two.
Ball batted out of there by Bethily as he comes around the backside and knocks it away. 5 to shoot for Central. 5 on the shot clock. Kranz looking, finds Luke Danielson. Back to Kranz. Kranz baseline floater is going to not drop in, and Bethily the rebound. Pronghorns with a chance at a lead with 90 seconds left. 2 lead changes, 3 ties. Central has led most of this game, much like they did at Gillette. Sayed, glass, missed it. Sayed the rebound and puts it in with some body English underneath the hoop and is fouled. Count the basket. Foul is on Kranz. That'll be number 3 on Christian. Do they count the bucket? They do, because it's 55-54. Here comes Isaac Paddock with 76 seconds left in the game. Sayed misses. Danielson the rebound, finds Kranz. Paddock to come in on the next dead ball. Sayed maybe acting a little bit on those picks from Danielson, and Smith gets a foul. And it's going to send Central's best free throw shooter to the line in Jordan Peele. 82% average on the year for JP. Daniel Smith not far behind at 73%. Paddock will come in after this first free throw. Jordan tonight, 1 of 7 from the field, including 1 of 6 from the arc. But he gets his first free throw to tie the game at 55 with 57 seconds left. And JP gets both. 1-point Rustler lead. We're under a minute left to play. Central with 2 timeouts. Pronghorns with 1 to deal with here in the final stages of this contest. Blackwell flips it outside. Sayed, triple, and over the back is going to be Bethily, and that'll send Daniel Smith to the free throw line. 38 seconds left. Kranz bit the fake, but they couldn't make the 3. And Daniel Smith with a king-size rebound that puts him at the line. Central has not hit a field goal in the last 3:12 of the game, but have hit enough free throws to help themselves out. "17 points and cannot hit the first. 5 of 7 from the free throw line. Daniel Smith. Central just a skosh below their average of 74% on the year. They've hit 71% here today. Can't get either one. Paddock is going to foul Smith on the defensive rebound. And that will send Smith to the line. Jaden Smith, 68% free throw shooter. He's hit 4 of 6 on the day today. Laramie, Wyoming basketball product. Had some success getting into the state finals a few times in the last few years. Smith hits the first and ties the game at 56 apiece with 36 seconds left. Only one Pronghorn on the rebounding lane. Second is no good. Shot clock 5 seconds ahead of the game clock. Gully, who has tucked out a couple of injuries in this one, holding on to the basket. And a timeout called by Coach Rafferty with 13 seconds remaining. Central to basketball, a 5-second differential. Game clock 18, shot clock 13. Going on in Cheyenne, the Casper Thunderbirds have a 1-point lead on LCCC with 28 seconds left in that contest. So if you look at the record book there, what that would do to the standings, Laramie County at the top right now at 4-1, Northwest 4-2. That would draw them even, and it would put the winner of this game at 3-3 and kind of back in the hunt, if you will. 28 seconds left to play in Cheyenne. Casper with a 2-point lead now. They're at the free throw line with another free throw left to go. "18 seconds left here. Kranz walking squeakily to the inbound area underneath, but it's going to be inbounded next to the coach. Gully comes and gets it with 10. I think you got to get it down there to Daniel Smith is what you're looking for. He'll get it back to Gully. Triple on the way, back of the iron, no good. 5 seconds left. Blackwell's going to take off. He'll throw one up wildly. It's no good, and for a second straight time, Gillette and Central will play overtime. They played overtime January 17th. They'll play overtime again. 56 apiece. We'll play 5 extra minutes after this timeout. This is Rustler Basketball from Rustler Media.
Don't leave your future up in the air. Always wear a seatbelt and reduce your risk of death of serious injury in a crash by almost 50%. Buckle up, Wyoming.
Since 1964, Atlantic City Federal Credit Union has proudly served Fremont County. Today, we're Grand Altitude Federal Credit Union, serving all of Wyoming with the same trusted team and values. We're enhancing our focus on simple, smart, seamless banking for our growing community. Join us as we elevate financial possibilities for all Wyoming residents. Grand Altitude Federal Credit Union. Reach new heights. Visit grandaltitude.com.
Hot Springs Health is dedicated to providing quality care close to home. Our Riverton clinic offers comprehensive care for everyone in your family, from infants to geriatrics. Whether you need a routine checkup, specialized pre-post-natal care, or dedicated family medicine, Hot Springs Health is here. We also provide pain management, joint manipulation, and immediate care for your acute needs. And for those important milestones, we also offer all types of physicals for sports, Department of Transportation, and pre-employment. Hot Springs Health Riverton is located at 2002 West Sunset Drive.
5 minutes on the overtime period. Central going left to right in their home whites, orange numbers. Gillette in their road blacks, black numbers, white trim. Gillette across their front. Smith and Bethily will head to the midcourt circle. And it's in the air, and Kranz will come down with the opening tap of the overtime from Daniel Smith. Gully, Kranz, Paddock, and Smith on the court for Central. Quick hands, knocks it away, and a quick arrow, and it's going to be Gillette basketball. Good Sportsmanship by Bethily, picking up Daniel Smith. 4 seconds left in Cheyenne, and Casper leads by 2. Three-pointer at the buzzer is no good, and Casper has won it. The Thunderbirds go to LCCC, and 2 upsets happen tonight. The Casper women give up their first win of the year to LCCC's women, and the Casper men get a victory over the front-running LCCC Golden Eagles as McCormick buries a triple in the corner as the time shot clock expires. 59-56, second straight time these two teams have went to overtime. Paddock. One-point game, 3:50 left. Each team with 2 timeouts remaining. Syed scores on a nice give and go. Got past JP and scores. Back to a 3-point Pronghorn advantage. Gully to Peel, now Crans. Back up top, Smith. Isaac bodies in, banks in another one. The way the game started was 7 Isaac Paddock points. The way overtime starting, 4 Isaac Paddock points. Back to a 1-point contest. Blackwell. Syed lost the handle as he flips it out. Baseline, he's on the end line, out of bounds. Central basketball. Under 3 minutes to go. Crans keeps it on a bounce and then almost throws it away. JP gets whacked in the face inadvertently by Bethily, who come by on a flyby pick and knocks JP in the chops. Both teams in the double bonus, 2 free throws on every foul from here on out.
Two times, catch your breath.
Peel ties the game. 6 points for JP. Good look at the sophomore. And he gets both. Central has back the lead. 7 ties, 4 lead changes in this one. Syed, the crowd comes alive a bit at Central Wyoming College Rustler Gym. Syed pushes off, Peel, nothing called, missed the shot. Daniel Smith, rebound number 11. His next double-double to his ledger, 17 points, 11 rebounds, Daniel Smith. Gully, who has gutted out injury tonight, has the basketball with 10 to shoot. Blackwell with a near steal. Smith finds Crans, corner, back to Paddock, 15-foot, left side with 2 on the shot clock and knocks it in. Central now with a 3-point advantage. 100 seconds left in the contest, and a big shot by Bethily. And a quick timeout, Coach Neary, 97 seconds left. At a 1-point game. Central with a 6-0 run over a minute and a half until that basket there. And it makes it a 64-63 ball game. Again, they played overtime last time they played, and Gillette won it 64-58. We're at 64-63 right now. other national spotlight type things for CWC, for Region 9. TJ Coulter of LCCC, second leading scorer in the nation. Narvalis of Western Wyoming is the 5th leading rebounder in the country at 10.2 a game. Central will see Western on Wednesday, I believe. Next Wednesday, yes, they'll be at Casper Saturday, at Western on Wednesday, at home on Valentine's Day against Eastern Wyoming. 90 seconds to play, overtime number 1. Oh, Gully was open, didn't pull the trigger on the 3. Central almost lost it. Peel has his pins taken out from underneath him by Syed. JP is down, both of them are down. JP nursing that left high thigh injury is going to be helped to his feet by Daniel Smith. Syed is going to pick up his 2nd personal, and it's going to be 2 free throws for Jordan Peel. Take your time, walk slower. Cam Gully has been banged up tonight. JP been banged up the last couple of games. They have manned up and gutted it out. .81 seconds left. JP pulls himself together to knock down the first. Jetty will come in for Jordan after this free throw. That'll make it a full 1 possession lead if he can connect, and he does. Someone said, is overtime the ultimate birthday gift? I think a Central sweep would be the overtime, I guess the birthday gift from the Rustlers tonight. McCormick way out, brings it to the 3-point line. Paddock on him defensively. Again, the Central crowd getting into this one a bit. Blackwell shovels it to Syed to tie, and he does. 4 on the shot clock when that one went through the nylon. Big basket by Syed. 17-point scorer a game, and situational subbing now as coach is going to bring JP back into the ball game with 47 seconds left to play in overtime from Central Wyoming College. Both teams shooting similar for the game. Central 36%, Pronghorns 40%. Central has hit 6 of 19 threes, Pronghorns 7 of 26. Central has hit 16 of 23 free throws, a little below their average of 74%. Pronghorns 61%, that's a little below their average of 64%. Gillette has 19 turnovers, Central has 17 turnovers. Gillette is out rebounding, is getting out rebounded by Central though, 37-36 at this moment right now. 8 ties, 5 lead changes. That 8th tie of the game at 66 apiece. JP finds Paddock. He gets tripped up, falls down, but has the presence of mind to give up the basketball. Shot clock at 10. Smith comes out to give him a pick. JP, shot on the way, nearly wedged. Shot clock dark. Pronghorns with a chance to win it as they'll come across the timeline. Blackwell and Coach Neary says 1 shot. Central crowd getting vocal once again as they'll play out the final 7 seconds of overtime. Sayed's triple is not good and we'll play double overtime. Coach Neary didn't like the shot. that his one returning starter from a year ago took right there, and we'll play double overtime. Back for a second 5 minutes. Doubles 66 on the board. We'll be back after this.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
Living well isn't just about things. It's about the things that matter. Your family, your friends, and your health. For decades, Sage West Healthcare has been committed to improving the health and care of our communities. Today, we're investing more in our communities, in our people, in advanced medical technologies, and in specialized facilities. So access to better care is close to you and the things that matter most. Sage West Healthcare. Be well, live well. That's why we're here.
Hey, grab me one too.
Five more minutes on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard, 66 apiece. Both teams in the double bonus, both teams with 2 timeouts. Central's going to win the tap for a second time and set up shop first. Gully, Peel, Paddock, Kranz, and Smith. Gillette denying Daniel Smith after he went on a tear for a while. Isaac Paddock has 15 points in this game. Penetrates, finger roll, missed it. Daniel Smith, the rebound, scoots it back out, and Central will reload. In the 4 games between Central and Gillette, men and women this season, this is the 5th overtime period they have played. They went 3 overtime periods in Gillette. The women went double overtime. The men went 1 overtime. And here now we're in double overtime of this ball game. Double OT, Krantz to Gully. Backing down Paddock on McCormick. 3 to shoot. Paddock, left hand hook. Got it! 17 for Paddock. He and Smith game high for Central at 17 each. Then McCormick missed the shot on the left side. Gully comes out hobbling after making a defensive play. Peel lost the handle. It goes right through his hands into the hands of McCormick. Sayed runs into Smith. Coach Neary wants a foul. Not so sure he shouldn't have gotten one there as Smith had left his feet to attack, but apparently, according to the official, was straight up. It'll be Pronghorn ball out of bounds with 22 to shoot. Blackwell chucks it into the backcourt. The Philly goes and gets it. Rustler volleyball and women's basketball team cheering on the crowd here as that ball squirts out of McCormick's hands. He'll put it up with the left hand on the right-hand side and score and 1. 29 now for McCormick. Ajayi will check back into the game. He's only played 8 minutes in this ball game. And let's check on what he has done. Been a while since he's been in the game. McCormick cannot get as the men's soccer team helping out the Rustlers. All the athletes here tonight cheering on their fellow athletes from Central. Jetty back into the contest. Goalie is out. Kranz working on Smith. Trying to get the ball to Danielson. Kranz, shot clock winding down, missed everything. Here come the Pronghorns, Bethily. Kranz might have hung into that a little too long. He had a couple of cutters, but instead ended up having to put one up with the shot clock expiring. McCormick. Good defense, Kranz, and Danielson pulls it down. Great defense by Christian that time. Two and a half remaining in double overtime from Central. Daniel in the paint, double team, scoots it back out. Danielson gonna drive, he gets knocked to the floor. If it's on McCormick, that's 5, and that is mission critical for the Pronghorns. It is on Rashad McCormick, who has played a hell of a basketball game here tonight. Rashad checks out with 25 points, 7 rebounds in the ball game. And kind of single-handedly keeping his team in this one, scoring almost half of their points. And Luke Danielson to the line for Central. 1 of 2 from the line, now 2 of 3. Tyler Jetty is in, Kranz is out, Cam Goley came in for Kranz. Jetty came in for Paddock. A 1-point game. Stays 1-point game. Jetty knocks it away. Sawyer ends up with it. Here come the Pronghorns. 2:10 left in double overtime from Rustler Jim. The Phillies shot no good. Daniel Smith goes and picks up the rebound. 13 boards for the Australian freshman. Batted out of there. Goalie gets it, takes a shot across the face. Danielson, corner, Jetty. Scoots it back up to Peel. 10 seconds on the shot clock, 90 seconds on the game clock. Peel, 15-foot line, off the corner of the backboard. He wants a foul. Doesn't get it. Refs letting him play pretty physical. 86 seconds left and a 1-point Central advantage. Smith fouled by Jetty. Thought he got him on the ground. They'll say it's a shooting foul anyway. Smith's going to get up a little slow. Pronghorns haven't scored in the last 2:03. Central has not had a field goal in the last 2:43. But yet free throws enough. Paddock has 4, Jetty has 4, Kranz has 3, Ajayi has 3, 5 McCormick, he's already been bounced. Bullock has 4, and Topo has 3. But McCormick, like I said, single-handedly keeping his team in this mix here tonight with 29 points, 6 of 13 from the arc. There was a 1 point there where I think he hit 5 in a row. Tie ball game for the 11th time. This would be the 6th lead change if he can get it to go. Cannot. Big offensive rebound, big defensive rebound, Daniel Smith. Well, Bethily had a huge offensive board, but they couldn't capitalize. Nearing a minute left in double overtime. Batted out of there again from behind by the length of Bethily, who is 6'9". We're under a minute left to play. Sawyer got it. The freshman off the bench. He led them in scoring with 13 at LCCC. And with 43 seconds, Coach Rafferty will call a timeout. Big three-pointer by Joe Sawyer as he knocks it in. That gives him 7 points on the game. More importantly, gives the Pronghorns a 3-point lead with 1:09 left to play in double overtime. This one just a quick 30-second timeout. This game got started at 7:30. We're at 9:42 Mountain Time in the Mountain West. Thanks to Neil Hushbeck, our director. It's on a school night, putting in extra hours. Ryan Gordon doing the same. It's a good thing I let you guys out of class today. It's a good thing we didn't have class. I gave you that extra 90 minutes today. So if you want to hear about me letting you guys out of class on a game day, here we are approaching 10 o'clock. Central has not scored a field goal in almost 4 minutes, and they haven't scored in a little over 2 minutes. Peel looking, calls a timeout. And Central will have no more timeouts after that good denial by the Pronghorns to keep the basketball from being inbounded. A missed shot from the field or a made shot is a field goal. It's not just a football exclusive term. Who's asking that? Neil? Okay. No made baskets. How about that? In the last 3:28 for Central. And again, they haven't scored in the last 2:08. Peel, Jetty, Paddock, Gully, and Smith. If you're Central, go for a quick bucket, play defense, try for the three to tie it up. Paddock will get it into Smith. Hands it back, Peel hands it back to Gully now. Down low, Smith spins with a right hand and he'll score over the top of Bethily. A 1-point game, shot clock is dark. Central will have to foul, and they will. And they're going to foul Bethily, who is a 66% free throw shooter, and he has not shot one yet tonight. And that's a good move with Central because it gives you lots of time now at 21 seconds. And at worst, you'll be down a full possession. Bethily cannot connect. For the game, Pronghorns 12 of 23, just under 55%. Got the second one. It's a 2-point game, and Coach Neary will call a timeout. Coach Neary coached at Miles City for a dozen years, near 500 wins as a head coach. 2-time Region 9 North champions. Says they've got work to do to get their third. They were 29-4 a year ago. Former CWC player and former Pronghorn. He transferred after a year here at Central. Javon Nesbitt is at Oklahoma Christian for the Pronghorns. And again, Coach Neary's son Jeff is on a medical red shirt at Black Hills State. 21 seconds left. Central with the basketball with no timeouts. They trail by 2 in double overtime. Again, 5 overtime periods between the Rustlers and the Pronghorns, men and women, in their 4-game set. Paddock, gotta hurry. He'll lob it into Gully, and they will be successful. 3 to win, 2 to tie, and force a third extra period. Paddock is wide open, and he scores with 11 seconds left. Coach Neary calls a timeout, Boy, the Pronghorns taking their own sweet time to get it across the half-court line. And with 4.8 seconds left, Coach Neary finally gets the attention of the official and gets a timeout. There was 10 seconds left when Paddock made the shot. And he was waiting for him to get across half court. Finally did with 4.8 seconds left. (73-73). And what is weird too is they've played 10 extra minutes and they're both shooting, they're scoring at their average. Gillette averages 75, Central averages 69. This would have been way low scoring if we hadn't have played 10 extra minutes of basketball. It's been a wild night. Central women winning earlier 92-78. LCCC's women pick up their first conference win over Casper. LCCC men upset by the Casper men. And now we're in double overtime, facing a third overtime from Rustler Gym. Sawyer to inbound. Syed takes it, shot, no, and a foul called with 0.3 seconds. Are you kidding me? They'll call a foul at that point. But a foul is a foul. I go with that. But at the end of a game like this, to call that foul, I question, and Jordan Peele doing the same thing, talking to the official. Syed to go shoot free throws with 0.3 on the clock. First is good. A disappointing and questionable end, and obviously questionable if you're orange and black. Smith from three-quarter court, and the Pronghorns have survived a double overtime win over the Gillette Pronghorns. Excuse me, over the Central Rustlers. 74-73, the final. Wow. I'm speechless. An anticlimactic end to an otherwise exciting basketball game here tonight. 74-73, the final, as the Pronghorns win it in double overtime and get the split on the night. We'll take a break. We'll come back after this timeout and give you the final statistics in this one. This has been Rustler Basketball from Rustler Media.
Don't leave your future up in the air. Always wear a seatbelt and reduce your risk of death of serious injury in a crash by almost 50%. Buckle up, Wyoming.
Since 1964, Atlantic City Federal Credit Union has proudly served Fremont County. Today, we're Grand Altitude Federal Credit Union, serving all of Wyoming with the same trusted team and values. We're enhancing our focus on simple, smart, seamless banking for our growing community. Join us as we elevate financial possibilities for all Wyoming residents. Grand Altitude Federal Credit Union. Reach new heights. Visit grandaltitude.com.
Hot Springs Health is dedicated to providing quality care close to home. Our Riverton clinic offers comprehensive care for everyone in your family, from infants to geriatrics. Whether you need a routine checkup, specialized pre-post-natal care, or dedicated family medicine, Hot Springs Health is here. We also provide pain management, joint manipulation, and immediate care for your acute needs. And for those important milestones, we also offer all types of physicals for sports, Department of Transportation, and pre-employment. Hot Springs Health Riverton is located at 2002 West Sunset Drive.
Final score here tonight, 74-73, Pronghorns in double overtime. I want to go and look at the final play of the contest here real quick. And referees have a thankless job, as do coaches. I mean, nobody's ever going to be happy ever in a game like this. And I've seen a lot of basketball, and I've called a lot of basketball, and I admire the referees for being out here. I just want to watch the final play once again as there's Syed going down, and a swipe by Jordan and a call. And referee saw what he saw, made the call, and that's how the game comes to an end here today at 74-73 as Sayed knocks down the free throw at the end of the game. And it is a victory in favor of the Pronghorns in double overtime. And they have got the sweep on Central. They beat him in single overtime, and Gillette beat him in double overtime here tonight. And just a heck of a ball game as they win at 74-73. McCormick, 29 points, 7 rebounds, 16 points for Smith. He also had 8 rebounds, 4 assists. Sayed, 10 points, including that free throw at the end that won it. And rebounds, he had 6 of those. As Bethily had 5 points, 7 rebounds. Sawyer, 7 points, including that huge 3 in that overtime period. 4 points for Topo as the Gillette Pronghorns win at 74-73. Central led by the duo of Isaac Paddock and Daniel Smith. They each had 19 points. Daniel had 14 rebounds to go along with. 9 points for Jordan Peele tonight. Cam Gully and Jordan both gutting it out injured. Cam had 6 points in the game. Christian Kranz had 9. Luke Danielson had 6 in the ball game as the Pronghorns come away again with a final victory of 74-73 here tonight in double overtime. CWC women were victorious earlier, 92-78. The Central men now falling to 2-4 on the season. Pronghorns and a 2-game losing skid. They are now 3-3 on the year. Pronghorns will be back on the home floor Saturday, hosting Western Wyoming at 2-4 at Hladky Arena. The Rustlers now will go on the road to Casper Saturday. They'll be at Western Wyoming Wednesday, back on the home floor Valentine's Day here at Central Wyoming College. Thanks to Neil Hushbeck, Ryan Hostetter, Gordon Ferris, our students that were our broadcast crew tonight. Amanda Nikoloff is the instructor of the new media crew. Thanks to Josh and Stephen, our engineers. I'm John Gabrielson. That is going to wrap us up from CWC on a late night on a Wednesday. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Until Valentine's Day, have a great one. This has been Rustler Basketball from Rustler Media.